And Congressman Alex Mooney joins us now. And Congressman, thanks for stopping by to chit-chat for a minute.
You're welcome. Always a pleasure.
Want to kick off with a recent poll from the West Virginia Chamber of Commerce. It says that Governor Justice has 56% right now, and you have 19, and 25% is undecided. What do you think when you see this?
And that's more of a snapshot of people recognizing somebody's name, how familiar you are with the name. The primary election's May 14th next year. That gives me a lot of time to demonstrate to the voters the truth, which is that I'm the only proven conservative running for this position. So I think by the time the primary gets here, that the voters will be aware of that and choose the true conservative in the race, which is me.
Which policies do you point to that proves Justice is not a true conservative?
Well, there's a lot of the spending bills. I mean, I had a tough campaign last year because I didn't support some of Joe Biden's trillion-dollar spending bills, and my opponent in that campaign did, and Mr. Justice backed him against me, specifically because I wouldn't vote for this out-of-control spending that we were seeing from President Biden. That's just one example of many. But this is my 9th year in Congress representing, different parts of West Virginia because I redrew the district. But I have a voting record that is strongly and proven conservative. And I just think West Virginians deserve a conservative U.S. senator. And I'm the only one offering them that option on a whole host of issues that you'll hear about throughout the year.
You're originally from Maryland, very popular in the northern part of the state. What will it take to win the southern part of the state, in your opinion?
Yeah, so I'm proud to represent Kanawha County and Putnam County for the last 8 years. They've redrawn the district, so I have the northern half of the state now. The only part of the state that I've never been up for election yet is the southern, the very southern part. And so, I have time to go introduce myself to the voters there throughout this year and until May of next year. I really introduce myself to voters everywhere, even the northern panhandle. This is the first time I've represented them. I've been their congressman now for 6.5 months. So I'm still introducing myself to voters around the state. And I think it's great. What I like to do is just talk about the issues. A lot of people want to make this personal. Look, I'm a West Virginian by choice. I'm proud of my choice to choose to live in West Virginia. My youngest daughter was born right here in Charleston. But I'm a West Virginian by choice. And some people want to attack me for that, which I think is petty, to be perfectly honest. I think it's a distraction from the actual issues. Tax policy, Second Amendment rights. I'm 100% pro-life. I've always voted that way. And I fight. I fight against out-of-control, big federal government that really infringes on our freedoms, whether it's COVID mandates or out-of-control spending, debt to our children and grandchildren. I fought that for 9 years, and I will continue to fight that if the voters choose me in this election. And I just think West Virginians deserve a conservative U.S. senator, and that's the option. I'm the only person giving them that option.
And Congressman, last time we spoke, we were talking about the possibility of former President Trump endorsing you, or possibly Governor Justice. Both of you are pretty close with the president. I know that he endorsed you for your congressional campaign. He's also endorsed Governor Justice, or we know that he's hunted with his sons, been on rallies with each other. What do you think is going to happen? Have you gotten any clue as to which direction the former president would go?
Yeah, I've spoken with him more than once, and I would love his endorsement, and I very much appreciate his endorsement last year in the hard-fought campaign I have. I've actually endorsed him now for re-election for president. So I don't know. For now, he's staying out of it. I think it's fair to let Mr. Justice and I leave this decision to the voters and make our own arguments, our own campaigns throughout the year. There's again, back to the issues. I would say on the issues I fought, I was proud to vote for President Trump's tax cuts, for example. We cut taxes and boosted our economy when he was president. And I fought for and with President Trump during his 4 years as presidency. And again, I'm the only conservative, and President Trump's a conservative like me. I've been endorsed by Jim Jordan, Senator Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, and I've been endorsed by conservative fighters like President Trump. So I think we have a lot in common, and I think I would work well with him again.
Are you leery of getting his endorsement considering the legal climate he's in right now, and could see more in the next 6 months to 9 months?
No, I would very much love it if he endorsed me. I've asked for his endorsement, and I would continue to appreciate it if he would endorse me. I actually think the attacks on him show some of the problems in this country, that in my view, the rule of law is being applied unfairly. I think there's one standard being applied to Republicans and President Trump, and a different standard to Democrats and, frankly, Hunter Biden and other people. And my mother fled a communist country. She was from Cuba. People come to this country to be treated fair. And if you have a Department of Justice and FBI that are applying the laws differently to certain people than others, and that's certainly the perception out there, whether someone agrees with what I'm saying or not, it's certainly a perception. There's a whole lot of firsts in the last couple of years, a whole lot of firsts going on in Congress. First time you've ever had this January 6th witch hunt committee with unequal members of Congress on there. Pelosi appointed the Republicans on the commission. That thing was a witch hunt. And then you have the raid at Mar-a-Lago, this biased prosecutor in New York. The previous two Democrat district attorneys in New York City wouldn't prosecute the one of the attacks on President Trump, but this guy is. And so you really have the laws being abused. That's something, frankly, in Congress we need to do a better job standing up to, funding these things. So I think the attacks on him are very unfair. And frankly, I think politically they're showing many undecided voters that they should vote Republican because you have witch hunts going on by your own government. And it's not just President Trump. Okay, they've gone after members of Congress. They've gone after businesses. I meet with, job providers in West Virginia who've had the EPA, Department of Interior, other groups go after them and make it harder for them to do their business. The coal industry was being overregulated by the Department of Interior for years, abusing their powers and trying to shut down the coal industry. President Biden made that clear. He said he was going to bankrupt the coal industry by abusing his powers as president. So we need to stamp the abuses of the federal government against all American people.
You want to play a game?
Sure.
Word association.
The
first couple words that come to your mind when I mention a name. Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin, too liberal for West Virginia.
President Biden.
President Biden? Oh my gosh. He is someone who campaigned one way and as campaigned as a moderate, but is governing as a far left person. So very disappointing, I guess.
Former President Trump.
I know. I think he's a hero fighting for our values.
Governor Justice.
Governor Justice. Oh boy. I look forward to making the case that I'm the only conservative running in this race. Mr. Justice can make his own case. We'll have plenty of time to talk about him.
Baby dog.
Oh, we all love dogs. I have a beautiful beagle of my own, so we all love animals.
Is baby dog a good political tool?
Sure. Again, I think I'd rather talk about the issues. I mean, we all love dogs. Like I said, I have a beautiful beagle, and we're all dog lovers. But I think that the Americans and West Virginians deserve a robust discussion of the issues that matter to them. Out of control spending, our freedoms being, frankly, encroached upon by not only the federal government, but even internet censorship. I mean, I just left touring the Toyota plant, and I took some questions from a group there, and one was concerned about internet censorship, free speech. So protection of free speech is important. So look, people can campaign on their styles and things like that, and we'll all do that, and that's fine. But we also need to tell the voters honestly where we stand on the issues. I also think it's my job to tell the voters to contrast where we stand on the issues and not let someone get away with acting one way and then voting another way.
Congressman Mooney, thank you so much for
stopping by. Can I mention my Rand Paul rally too?
Absolutely.
Senator Rand Paul, I'm proud Senator Rand Paul right next door in Kentucky has endorsed me, and he's hosting a rally for me in Huntington Friday, July 7th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. It's at the VFW, Guyan.VFW on Main Street in Huntington. Doors open at 5:30. The rally's from 6 to 7 on Friday.
All right. Well, have fun, and best of luck to you, and I appreciate you coming by.
Sure thing. Anytime.
All right. Thanks. Thank you for watching, and here's another video to watch from Eyewitness News. Just click right here to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification for the latest.